Ulrich, thank you very much for joining us again. Day 3 of Oscar Pistorius' sentencing. What did you take from today's proceedings?
Well, I think the decision by the state to call Ms. Kim Martin, once again, Reeva's cousin, was a decision taken to try and drive home that point that this murder and this crime committed by Oscar Pistorius has had a severe impact on the society at large and on Reeva Steenkamp's family and friends, and that the correct message must be sent out by the court when deciding on a suitable sentence being handed down. Barry then argued his point in mitigation of sentence, and I think a very good argument. He referred to some enshrined case law which dictates, that the fact that a person has been convicted of murder, and in this instance murder with indirect intent to kill someone, cannot be seen to be so far removed from the crime of culpable homicide where a person has killed another person in a negligent fashion. He then, of course, also had Oscar Pistorius walk around in court without his prosthetic legs on, in the same outfit that he had on that evening when the incident occurred. And I think the strategy behind this was to really drive home the point that on that evening it was not the Oscar Pistorius as the world knows him, this world-famous athlete who has reached phenomenal heights in his athletics career, but rather a very vulnerable person on his stumps, in a very vulnerable position, and trying to justify Pistorius's actions on that evening. And the old saying, of course, rings true that a picture is worth 1,000 words. And I think really, it had a visual impact on everyone who saw that, and obviously the defense will be hoping that it had the desired impact on the judge as well. Gerrie Nel then argued, of course, that even though Pistorius said that he was so traumatized by the event and in such emotional agony following the event, and he's endured such a difficult time since the incident occurred, deciding that he was not going to testify in mitigation of his sentence, but of course then, conducting a television interview with an overseas news channel, and Gerrie Nel really used that point to demonstrate that Pistorius has never really been open and honest with the court, and if he was going to be open and honest with the court, he would have elected to testify. If a person can conduct an interview with an international news station, then why can he not testify in mitigation of his own sentence? Gerrie Nel then obviously also made his point and tried to really drive home that point that the interests of society must be looked after and must be adhered to when a just sentence is handed down, and that Judge Masipa must, in her sentence, ensure that it acts as a deterring factor and it acts as a sentence which will make people think twice before acting in the way that Oscar Pistorius acted on that evening. Gerrie Nel then also brought an application for the world to view the photographs of Reeva Steenkamp when she was shot, and really trying to counter the actions by the defense of having Pistorius walk around in court with his prosthetic legs on. So really, once again, two very good arguments by two very good lawyers in South Africa, and we'll have to wait and see what the judge hands down.